in the fires of hope and prayer.
With boundless faith in our destiny,
we
solemnly declare.
Side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea. This our native land. We pledge our lives to thee.
Here every creed and race find an equal place.
and may God bless our nation.
Here every creed and race find an equal place.
And may God bless our nation.
So, good morning, another morning here in St. Lucia. It is Thursday morning and how the days are ticking by. Very soon, it appears that we'll be back in Trinidad and Tobago. All right, because it's going to be Tuesday sometime or the other, right? But while we're here in St. Lucia, we are enjoying it. So good morning, welcome to another edition of Breaking Dawn. It's your boy, Stefan Reese here. And boy, last night, here now, man, Kingdom Night was extraordinary. Extraordinary. That gospel night, extraordinary. And Ada Ihi, the Nigerian gospel artist, boy, oh my goodness, but that woman mashed up the place last night, boy. In line. We're going to give you some of her performance a little bit later on when we get into the feature, but I'm telling you, boy, people came out. When I tell you people came out for that Kingdom Night, boy. And we spoke to the CEO of St. Lucia Tourism Authority, Mr. Lewis, and had a little chat with him by the hospitality end about just the whole jazz festival and the committee that comes together and they select these artists to come in and perform for Jazz and Arts Festival. They're very, 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 how can I put it, boy? They choose wisely, right? Because Esperanza Spalding was top class, top tier in the Pure Jazz on Tuesday. Last night, Ada Ehi was top tier in terms of gospel. Tonight we have another Pure Jazz. I'll tell you who the lineup is a little bit later on. But I ain't lying. We got in a bit late last night. There was traffic heading to the venue. And but we didn't get much traffic coming from the venue because we left a little early. We leave earlier before the crowd started to disperse. And it was a smooth drive home, very quick. But we got in like minutes at 12. But Iron Line Boy, St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival is definitely something you got to put on your calendar. You got to come out here to St. Lucia. You got to get that ticket. Get those to book your ticket for a stay in St. Lucia. I know what I'm telling you. And enjoy the week that is Jazz and Arts Festival. So you enjoy St. Lucia by day, and in the night you enjoy the Jazz and Arts Festival, and you're not going to go wrong. This is a terrific place to come. It's a terrific time of the year. It's a terrific festival to attend and experience because you get top tier artists, top tier entertainment. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. So tonight we at it again in another Pure Jazz, like I said, and we're going to bring that to you. And then when Friday comes now they give us a kind of easy day today because we have a day at leisure, right? Until about 7:30 p.m. tonight, where we head out to the Pure Jazz. But on Friday, the tempo, it picks up. So we have some tourist attractions to visit, some features to do. We might go for a mud bath, things like that. Or we might go down to Soufriere by the volcano side. They have something planned in the schedule there for us. And then we come back to the hotel on Friday. And in the evening time, we head off to Pigeon Island, where the same Kingdom Night was held last night. And that is where Kesty Band and all of these other big hitters will be performing on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's gonna be terrific. And the park that they had it in last night for Kingdom Night, people had their blanket. They walk with their blanket. They put a blanket on the ground. They sat there as if they were picnicking. It was a real nice vibes. You know what I mean? Terrific stuff. And where the stages down here, and then there's this little incline, so you could sit on top there. You could put it. It was just a real nice vibes. So big up the St. Lucia Tourism Authority and everybody that had a hand to play in this festival so far, based on what we have experienced. Yeah, right up. All right, so let's get into some of the news as it takes place in Trinidad and Tobago. And I see here in one of the newspapers, Penny slams mute leaders. Opposition leaders still silent on John Bates' resignation offer, but blast the THA and the central government over the handling of Tobago. Huh? I don't know if you want to go there, but apparently you went there, but I don't know if you want to go there. But amid her silence on the fate of Senator Janelle John Bates, People's National Movement political leader Penelope Beckles has accused Tobago House of Assembly Chief Secretary Farley Augustine of mute leadership. Beckles leveled the allegation against Augustine while speaking at the Buku Moravian Church during a Thanksgiving service marking the installation of the new PNM Tobago Council executive. And Beckles has been criticized for taking a time to decide on whether or not she will be accepting John Bates' resignation. The opposition senator has been referred to the Privileges Committee after allegedly helping ex-Health Minister Terence Yalsing prepare his witness statement for the Public Administration and Appropriations Committee, of which she was a member. And the committee is currently probing the state of the pharmaceutical industry. John Bates announced that she had submitted a resignation to Beckles during Senate debate last Friday. On Tuesday, though, Beckles focused her attention on the leadership of Tobago, saying that the island is facing a troubling reality of an absence of leadership under the Tobago People's Party. The opposition leader said the THA is remaining silent while Tobago is being marginalized. She warned that the TPP and the UNC administrations, that Tobagonians are noticing what is happening. She said the state of emergency has failed to address crime in Tobago and noted that the U.S. military-grade radar that was initially touted to be a gift from the United States was taken away in March. Beckles said the cargo service on the sea bridge almost collapsed when the Cabo Star exited the service in January, and also noted a proposal announced by Tourism Minister Kama Maraj to raise the domestic airfare for 2 additional unsubsidized flights to $1,000. Amidst all these challenges, Beckel said Tobago faces another hurdle. And what is the other hurdle they're supposedly facing? The budget allocation. She claimed that the budget allocations for the THA have been fluctuating and reduced in some instances. Well, I know nothing about that. I never Fali talk about anything about that. Now listen, those 2 additional unsubsidized flights, I was to talk about that, you know, because what I understand is that these are 2 unsubsidized flights for $1,000, okay? But it does not remove the $400 flights that are available. So you have all of these flights at $400, and what they're doing is, or what they propose to do, because this is not a policy. Those unsubsidized flights are not policy. Nothing has been passed. All of that hullabaloo that was brought out in the media on those $1,000 flights, which I see nothing wrong with, all of that was based on a proposal that was submitted. That's it. And that is what government does. People send in proposals for different things, or they come up with certain ideas, and somebody will put forward a proposal, and the minister and his team will look at the proposal and make a decision on whether it makes sense or not. No decision had been made on it. All this is somebody sending a proposal for the ministry to look at. And all kind of hullabaloo. And I think it's a bit disingenuous to even mention that. Because mentioning something that is not even, I mean, I have been, when we left for St. Lucia, that is how it was. It was a proposal. I have not seen where this has been a policy decision or a proposal that has been accepted by the minister and his team or the ministry. So I would imagine that this is still something that has just been proposed, and it's on the desk, and they're taking a look at it, and they haven't made a decision on it yet. But even if they do make a decision on it, and they decide to go with the $1,000 flights, what's the problem with that? It does not affect the $400 flights. So if you want to purchase an unsubsidized ticket to Tobago at $600 more, go ahead. And then I raised the point, and this is a very important point that nobody seems to get. We as Trinidadians and Trinbagonians, we are the ones that are supposed to benefit from that flight of $400 because we are nationals of Trinidad and Tobago. We born and grow here. So we supposed to be benefiting from that. But what happens is that everybody benefits from that $400 subsidized flight, which should not be. If you are not a national of Trinidad and Tobago, you should pay a $1,000 sea ticket to go to Tobago. Because you're not a national. You're not a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. You are a tourist. And therefore, you ought not to benefit from the subsidy. That's just my take on it. But once again, it's not a decision, as far as I'm concerned, that has been made. So to even mention that, I mean, come on, let's be real. And then the collapse of the sea bridge when the Cabo Star exited. What collapse? There was one instance that one difficulty that occurred, and Minister of Works, Jolene John, had to come out, and she explained the situation, and then you had a seamless transition. You understand? And I think at the time, the new boat, is the Blue Harmony, Chris? I think it's the Blue Harmony. It was on sea trials. And that matter was sorted out, and you heard a little noise come on from Tobago over one weekend, and then that was it. That was the end of that. And then you had a smooth transition, and we haven't had any complaints since. So I don't know where she's going with that. But nevertheless, I I think you have bigger problems within your camp to focus on, but and you're well entitled to talk about Tobago because you're the leader of the opposition and you're at a function with this new Tobago leadership. We'll see where that leadership goes under the PNM. But those 2 points that you're making there, and I don't know about this reduced budgetary allocation either because I haven't seen anything on that, right? But that would be something that she's claiming, maybe because she has some inside information. I don't know. You know, they work in a circle. Tour operators blame THA for fatal Pigeon Point accident, say their complaints about illegal jet ski activity was ignored. So now you have the tour operators blaming the THA in the situation with Angelica Jogi, right, who was killed by a jet ski operator. You have the tour operators saying, hey, THA, it's your fault, you know, because we tried to tell you and you didn't listen. Now, that's very interesting because when it occurred, Fali Augustine held 2 press conferences, if I'm not mistaken, speaking to instances where they had warned or they had come up with a plan or they had laid out the rules for these operators and they keep ignoring it and breaking the rules. And Fali jumped out one time and say that. So it's very interesting. And then they had shut it down for a while, everything on Pigeon Point. And it's very interesting that so long after the situation has happened now, that the tour operators now want to blame the THA. Because I didn't see them answer back and talk this talk when Fali Augustine was saying, yo, we're going to shut it down because we fed up talk to all about the rules. We have the rules laid out. Or they keep breaking the rules, nobody in listening. And this is the result of what happens when they break the rules. When Fali brought that discussion to the table, I didn't hear the tour operators jump out and answer back. So, we're talking about a good while after now that they're answering back. So, I don't know where that's going. PNM backs Beckles in John Bates' resignation fiasco. Amy Brown says, let's give a little more time. Senators question purpose of short upper house sitting. All right. See what happened here. Concerns are being raised over the mysterious circumstances that led to the government abruptly adjourning yesterday's Senate sitting in under an hour. Wow. The upper house sat for just 50 minutes, during which Justice Minister Divish Maharaj piloted the Victims' Rights Bill 2026 and outlined its key provisions. And apart from Wednesday being an unusual day for the upper house, which typically sits on Tuesdays, debates on legislation usually last for several hours. However, right after Minister Maharaj wrapped up his near 45-minute contribution, Leader of Government Business in the Senate, Daryl Alaha, moved that the sitting be adjourned to a date to be fixed. It was not met with division by the opposition or independent benches, and Senate President Wade Mark adjourned the upper house. Okay. Independent Senator Anthony Vieira said it was disappointing to rearrange their schedules for a 50-minute sitting, saying it was mysterious that they would be called in for just a short period, and in his view, they could have dealt with everything at one sitting next week. He said the only explanation offered by Alaha is that the government is giving the rest of the senators time to prepare for the debate on the bill. That's a bit strange because usually you sit on a Tuesday, you decide to sit on a Wednesday, and then when you sit on the Wednesday, the Justice Minister gives his contribution and you wrap up the sitting. Now, was Faris Okay, wait, hold on. Hold on. Yes, but okay, John Bates and Al Rawi apparently were present. And we know we're going to see how these games play out there because they did say, yesterday they did say that, we will see how the government operates if they show up in the Senate or whatever the case might be. What else we have? Just a few headlines. Victims' rights bill promises major shift in criminal justice system. Sober's tight-lipped on Venezuela energy push. And there was another headline there with FULs, There was another headline I saw with FULs and the senators. I'll have to find it. All right? But I guess those are some of the things happening in Trinidad and Tobago. The drama continues, of course. You can't get away from it, but nevertheless, we got to do what we got to do here in St. Lucia. Yesterday we went bamboo rafting. Was a very, very relaxing experience. I would actually recommend it when you visit St. Lucia. Go bamboo rafting. We learned a lot yesterday. The tour guide was on point. He had all of the history, all of the information there. His communication with us in the conversation and so on and so forth was very informative and entertaining. And you get to see this river, the Roseau River, and the landscape of St. Lucia and Eyeline. St. Lucia have some mountains here. They don't look real, When I say they don't look real, they look like somebody painted and put it there. Bam. It just, I don't know, boy. It just looks beyond natural. You know what I mean? But we'll take a look at that after the break. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to take any calls this morning. We have Janice Lemon Cricky with the landlord tax and one other issue that has been pending as it relates to some concerns people have. I think that's the cross system. All right? And I told her we would do a call-in and have those matters cleared up. So I'm going to try to get her on the line. Hopefully we get some good connection this morning. And we will hear some of those issues raised by some of you. When she mentioned the landlord tax last week, I remember the portal being down, things like that. And people want some clarity on that. So we'll see what information she has as it relates to that, and as it relates to some of the questions that you all have been asking. I would imagine she'll have some answers for us. So we will get to that when we return from the break. And then we have two features. We have the bamboo rafting feature, and we also have the Kingdom Night feature before we get to Mr. Ramkumar Narayan Singh, who will be starting a segment on Breaking Dawn every Thursday. One Thursday will be 30 minutes and we'll accommodate calls, and the next Thursday will be 15 minutes because we have Dr. Watson on. So I'll have to schedule all of that, right? But he will be dealing with industrial relations. He was on the program before. He had the segment on the program for a short period. His company has expanded now, and we'll find out about that expansion, and we will also find out where the conversation is going to be in terms of those industrial relations when he starts the segment next week, Thursday, I believe it is. So look out for that. All of that is coming. This morning is a very informative morning, so we might be able to take calls this morning because we packed. Stay tuned. We're going to be back after this.
I'm every woman, evolving, unstoppable even when I need to recharge. That's why I choose iron that's gentle, fights fatigue, and keeps me strong.
Fine lines, subtle shifts. I support my skin from within to reduce wrinkles.
Hard work takes strength, so I fuel up to stay ready. Now I'm growing someone new. What I take, she takes too. So I choose what supports her brain from the start.
Wellness looks different for all of us, and I'm not alone. Jameson, trusted by women through every stage and every change.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply. Everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycarettt@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsain, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
If you want to be a better chef at home or advance your professional career,
Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy is the best place to be.
some of the courses that we offer here at the Academy: Creative National Cuisine 1 and 2, Baking and Pastry 1 and 2, Kids Summer Cooking Classes, one-day classes at the workshop. We have Asian cooking classes and certificate in culinary arts, food lovers and professionals.
Start your culinary journey today with us at the Chef Shiraz Culinary Academy.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Astrologer Mohit Ji is known for providing insightful astrology guidance for complex life situations, dealing with love confusion, delayed marriage, partner distancing, or serious relationship breakdowns. His approach focuses on understanding the root cause and guiding you toward the right path. If financial instability or business setbacks are affecting you, his spiritual remedies may support positive change. With psychic reading, horoscope analysis, and palm insights, he offers practical clarity. His services also include protection from negative energies and removal of bad luck. Call at +1 868 334 2796.
All right, people, so we're 25 minutes away from the hour of 7 o'clock. We have Janice Lemon Cricky on the line. Now, Janice spoke to us last week before we left for St. Lucia. Well, actually, before we left for St. Thomas. So we spoke to her last week, Tuesday. She spoke on the landlord tax, the deadline, and some of the concerns that people have. And that was followed up by her being bombarded with a lot of calls from people locally and people living abroad who have property in Trinidad and Tobago, and they want to find out about this landlord tax and the registration at one time $2,500 registration fee. So we got Janice here with us again. Janice, morning to you.
Good morning, Stefan. And I wasn't bombarded.
Okay.
I wouldn't like to use that term. People just felt that they needed someone to answer their questions, alleviate their concerns about it. And that's what I did because I'm an educator.
All right,
so
brilliant.
I don't see it as being bombarded. In fact, I enjoyed actually talking to a few of them.
All right, lovely. Well, good for you. You enjoy when my phone ringing non-stop. I do enjoy that, but that's you. All right. So, okay, we know that when is the deadline again?
The 30th of May, which is the end of this month.
Right. All right. So the 30th of May is the deadline, and we have some issues that need addressing. What are those main issues?
One of the things that was very prominent was that I had quite a few pensioners and retirees who felt that, you know, the $2,500 is a bit much for their pocket.
Okay.
And one of the slogan for the government is, when UNC wins, everybody wins.
Everybody's supposed to win.
Yes. So they feel that perhaps there could be a review for those who are pensioners and retirees. Because remember, a lot of them do not really get a pension. So the money that they are getting from the rent is what is paying for lights, paying for food,
okay,
you know, and all the various amenities. You see?
Right.
So they would really like to see the government, you know, have some empathy for them when it comes to the registration fee.
Okay.
The second thing is that I had quite a few people who called me because they do not have a BIR number. And some of these people are also living outside of Trinidad.
Okay.
So I said, well, okay, I know that you can go onto the e-tax website and register for a BIR number.
Mm-hmm.
So I went on and did a test. And at that time, I was getting an error message.
Okay.
So I could not register. So I sent a text message to relevant personnel, and by the end of the week, I would say it was back up. So now anybody who needs a BIR number to register can do so online, which is fabulous.
All right. But is that online portal working?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's
yes,
the BIR.
Because I went back and I checked it.
Okay, so that's the BIR portal.
Yes.
Okay,
you
go
also
ahead.
just type in e-tax. If you type in e-tax, well, for those who sent me a message, I sent them back a picture of the website, also with a little hand pointing to register for a BIR number, and then the website address is etax.ird.gov.tt. All right, so they would be able to comfortably go and register for a BIR number.
Okay, no problem.
Right. The other major issue is a payment portal.
Right.
Again, we have people abroad who are not in Trinidad who are asking the question, how am I going to pay the fee and also my quarterly payments? And I am not aware of a payment portal available to the public to go ahead and make their payments online. Because, you know, once I let me start again. If I were to have a payment portal,
yes,
then I can upload the form, I can upload all my relevant documents, right? it can be reviewed by BIR, and then they can send me back an email saying, well, okay, your documents are in order. You can now pay your $2,500 at this particular website, right? And
Okay.
then move forward. Or if it is that there are issues, then they can send an email saying these are things outstanding still. This is not, information is not accurate, whatever. So people don't necessarily have to leave wherever they are to go to a BIR building and try to go through the process. So this is similar with the Registrar General's Department, right? They have
Okay.
a ticketing system that you can send through your issues, and they will send you back an email and tell you, well, okay, go and check out the response on the email, on the portal, and if you have any further issue, not a problem. So it's like chatting to somebody, but it takes a little time.
All right, no problem.
So I'm looking forward to when VIR would indicate a platform for where people can go and make payment, either using a credit card or debit card, because not
All right.
everybody have a credit card.
Okay. Understood.
So that's a very, very critical concern that people have.
Right.
Right. So the other thing is educating the public.
Right.
I am an educator, and I am of the opinion that there needs to be some way to educate. So you have social media to educate, you have TV, you have radio, and newspaper. So why am I not seeing constant educating of the public about this whole landlord registration surcharge fee?
Yeah,
It's about less than 5 minutes segment on any show.
Yeah, but you see, this is one of the issues that I have with the administration, is that, and I said it from the start, from the word go, I said, where is your communication ministry? Where is your communication people? So there seems to be a lack of proper communication coming out to the public.
Yes.
And when you have that communication breakdown, it allows for chaos to take place, right? Because people are now thrown into a position of chaos because they're not getting proper communication. And then sometimes, you see, it's so tedious and time consuming when you have to now try to call the ministry and try to get the information, and the phone only ringing and nobody an answering, and you get a machine, and then when you do get through, the person don't know what the hell you're talking about, and now they have to put you on hold, and then you understand. So they have to understand, and I said, I keep saying it, you need a communication. Maybe you don't need a communication ministry, but you need someone to lead your communication, because your communication is lacking. You're not seeing it. The government has, by law, I believe, a certain amount of time allotted for messaging on all radio stations, all television stations. They have that allotted to them. Use it. Use it and send out your messaging, right? But we're not seeing that, and I think in the absence of that, people got to get the information, and they want the information, and obviously by the amount of questions that you have been asked and the amount of information that you are bringing, it's not a matter of people not being willing to pay the tax or not being.
They are very willing to register.
So they need to put out proper communication. This is something that's supposed to be, especially with the deadline coming at the end of the month. This is something that is supposed to be in the newspapers. They're supposed to have a message running on as many radio stations as possible, television stations, so on and so forth. Just like the migrant, when they had the migrant registration process, they did put out a communication and an ad on it, and it was running for a specific amount of time. but they need to do more.
Yes.
They need to do more than that, because, like you said, social media is a huge part of things
Yes.
where people go for their information. So I
Correct.
just think that, they're dropping the ball on their communication, and that.
Well, not just that, Stefan.
Uh-huh.
You know, putting something on our website does not excuse you from providing information
Yes.
to the public. Because
Yeah.
the first comment is, but it is on our website.
Right.
But, how do I know it's on your website? Well, you can go and check.
Right. Exactly. Because people are asking me, people are seeing me, and I'm hearing all the conversations in the little pockets and the little corners, right? But I know better, because I have more information than most people might have, right? Because we're in the media and we know certain things, and then you see the trajectory, you see where the place is headed, you know certain things are taking place behind the scenes, but those things that are taking place behind the scenes, which are good things, it's not being publicized, it's not being communicated to the public, so people don't know what's going on, and then the loose talk start, and that's how the thing does go. And with this particular tax, to start with, is a tax, so nobody never really happy to pay a tax. Let me be real on that, right? And it some people will say, but I ain't winning, because it was when UNC win, everybody win, but I ain't winning, because look, they're coming to implement a tax on me now, especially the pensioners. Remember, the pensioners now, they're not taxing pension. So there are just so many things that I think needs clarity, and I do not see or hear it coming out from the administration in a clear and decisive way that people could say, oh, okay, now I understand.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes. Here's a solution. One of my solutions for this situation.
Yeah.
And if the powers that be are listening, take it into consideration.
No, they are. I think they are.
We have quite a lot of credit unions in Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
That have massive membership. They are your audience. Why doesn't the relevant personnel partner with the credit unions to get the message out? I met someone who is with a particular credit union, and I pitched it to her. I said, what are you doing for your members with respect to this landlord registration surcharge fee? Are you all educating your members? Are you answering any questions? Because it's not a big deal. It's so simple.
Yeah.
Right? Because when I did the document, when people contacted me, I gave them 3 documents. One, I gave them the form, I gave them the information sheet, and there was another sheet that I gave them as well.
Right.
And it broke down very simple language. What is a landlord? What is an agent? The different locations you could go to, because that was another question people were asking me. Where's my nearest BIR?
Okay.
Right? Yes. It was amazing, some of the questions. One person said, if I have my home, I'm a pensioner, I rent out a bedroom. Does the fee apply to me?
Right.
And my response is, once you are receiving money for rent, you got to pay the surcharge fee.
It is a one-time fee.
Simple.
Yeah.
No, it's the surcharge fee.
Oh, the surcharge, not the registration fee.
Yes.
Right.
They have to pay the registration and pay the surcharge.
The surcharge, right.
It's very simple. Once you are collecting rent, irregardless of how, you have to register and you have to give the government a piece of your pie.
Right.
Simple. There's no big language or anything like that for people to misunderstand or not understand. Right? So credit unions, get into the act of helping your members by supplying them with the relevant information. So if they miss it on social media, or they miss it on TV or on radio, they will get it from you.
They will get it somewhere, yeah.
Correct. Right? So that is one of the suggestions that I have for them. And other than that, you know, people have been very happy with the information being provided. And, you know, yes, everybody's going to buck at paying the registration fee. And they're willing, because it's just, if you collect $5, you take $2.50 and put it aside.
Right.
Until you get to your 3 months, and then you take that total amount of money and you go and you pay your tax.
Yeah.
Simple.
But the tax is minor.
Right?
The tax is minor. People will realize how minor it is when
that's correct.
The first payment kicks in, right? And I went through that with people and I explained them how it's calculated and so on and so forth. And and so there is no, and I was explaining them, there is no need to worry about landlord raising no rent on you. Because if your landlord paying $150 out of a $6,000 rent and want to raise the rent on you by $500, then now this is my thing. Then there ought to be somewhere that the tenant can get some sort of justification, right? But
yes.
as a tenant, you have to learn now how to work the tax. So your landlord can't come and tell you raising the rent by $500 because you're paying a tax now, but the tax is only $150. You understand what I'm saying? A month, right?
Correct.
Which is $450 over a 3-month period. So once you learn to work that tax, your landlord can't come and give you no lyrics and tell you nothing about raising no rent and that kind of thing, right? Because there is no justification to do so. And I think when people learn that, it's one thing for the minister to say it in Parliament or to come in an interview and say it, but you have to put out the information. Put out the information on the calculation as well. Use the calculation for the first instance of 2.5 and then the 3.5. Work the tax, show people, put it out, put the information there, show them, look, this is what the landlord will be paying. So you have nothing, don't worry yourself. Because that was another part of the conversation that was happening as well. But I think people will understand it as it goes along, right?
Yes.
Now we only have about 2 more minutes, but anything else you need to mention?
Well, I'm doing another article on the company registry online system.
The Cross,
right? Yes, Cross. Because from the time Cross started, I started doing my articles pointing out their what needs to be addressed and so on. And again, do people know that there is a beautiful auditorium inside of the Ministry of Legal Affairs building? Beautiful. And again, it's about educating the stakeholders. I said to them, you have hundreds of thousands of emails of people. Just the same way how you send me my email every year telling me when my annual return is due. Send out emails. Educate them on the changes. How many people who have NPOs know that they have to now fill out a Form 6? Not a lot of people. Right? So education is important in these things. And then the ticketing system. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be talking about that. Because again, when you send through a ticket, it's like the person on the other end not understanding your issue and just giving you the generic response.
Which is quite frustrating.
Yeah, it's generic, and you know it's generic.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, and one most important thing is educate your staff. Educate them. Because when I go to file a hard copy over the counter, and then I make sure, and I say, check it back for me, please. Make sure all the information is correct. Sure. Yes, it's okay. Stamp, register, file, pay me $40. And 3 to 4 months, almost a year later, I get a query. And I'm like, what the heck? I asked for them to check it and make sure if everything is okay, because again, there's no school teaching you how to do your statutory documents to make sure that the information entered is correct. There's no school. It's an on-the-job learning that, people like myself, clerks in the law offices or accounting offices, maybe some lawyers who may be doing this filing for themselves, but it's not something that is taught anywhere.
Right.
You see? So I would like everybody to just look up my article, Sunday Guardian,
Right.
and it will explain more. And then Justice C. Prasad hit them 1 for 6, which I will be talking about in my article on Sunday.
Okay, brilliant.
Because they did something was not legal. It was not in the law. They're not supposed to do it. And the main thing is, they stopped taking hard copies. And Justice C. Prasad basically said, you can't do that. It's written in the law. You have to take the hard copies.
The hard copy, right.
Yes, you have to take it. You don't want to take it, go change the law.
All right. All right, well,
but
Janice.
I'll be explaining more about it.
Nice. So people, you can look out for that
Stefan.
article on the cross system with Janice Learmonth-Creaky in the Sunday newspapers, The Guardian.
Guardian.
And
yes.
Janice, thanks a lot for the information on the landlord tax.
Not a problem.
And your number is on the screen again, so I would imagine you're going to get some more calls. And hopefully those who are in authority have been listening, so they know the little shortcomings before them as it relates to it. And hopefully they will move towards
Stefan,
fixing
if they want, I will do the educating for them. I will do it.
All right.
Right? I am very into AI.
All right.
There's nothing that will stop anybody from creating little videos and putting it on YouTube or even putting it on TV or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, to educate the public.
All right. No problem,
Right?
thanks.
Thanks a lot so much.
Yep.
And we'll talk again.
Of course.
Take care.
Yep.
Bye.
Yeah, so I've been saying it from the start. Communication. And your communication on several things. It doesn't start and stop with a release. You understand what I'm saying? You have to have, let me tell you something. We're in a position where, and Janice now mentioned that, there is nothing stopping you with AI. And Dominic Smith in the Public Administration Ministry is supposed to know this because he's the Minister of Public Administration and AI. There is nothing stopping you from getting information out there now, especially with the artificial intelligence and all of the technology that you have at your disposal, right? So your communication now ought to be better than the administration before you. And I just feel like the previous administration, say what you want about them, they had their shortcomings, so they mismanaged a hell of a lot, and they put the country in a bad economic state. That is undisputable. You cannot even dispute that. But their communication, I give them that. Right? The communication was better than what you're getting now. And I think the Prime Minister needs to look at that. Like I said, you may not need a ministry for it, but you ought to have somebody that is tasked with delivering to the public. All right? And they can't deliver. You see, communication is not something that you deliver from an intellectual standpoint, right? Yes, you could put out a release, people will see that in the newspaper. Yes, you could put out a video in a very professional way from your people and put it out there for people. But you also have to have a grassroots approach to how you communicate with the grassroots people out here. You understand? It's like, I remember telling, it was Rodney Charles, boy. I remember telling Rodney Charles some years ago, I said, listen, I heard you on our platform talking about the economy and talking about debt to GDP and all these little things. I said, you can't, the common man don't want to hear that. The common man don't understand that. When you're communicating, especially on the economy, you have to bring it home to people. You understand what I'm saying? So you just have to break it down in simple arithmetic. You're working for $10,000 a month. You can't expect that your expenditure is $12,000. You're going to be $2,000 in debt every month. You understand? And you have to, you know what I mean? You have to be able to explain it and bring it home to people. Put it in a grocery list or the amount of gas that you have to put in your car. And that is how people understand. So you have to be able to break it down and explain it in those terms for the average man to get an understanding of what you're talking about. Because if you try to talk all that intellectual talk, you're going to lose people. They're not going to understand what you're saying. You have to bring it down, right? So you have to have different arms and different communications. You have to be able to communicate with the people up here as well as the people down here and the people in the middle. So, and that is 3 different levels of communication. And if you can master that, well, the sky is the limit, and I mean, you're going to have less confusion and less chaos. All right, and less loose talk. But nevertheless, we have to move on. We are 7 o'clock, 7:01 actually. We're going to take the break. When we come back from the break, Kingdom Night. Yes, Chris? Chris was in the glory, and of course, I know you feel like you was in the church on a Sunday, boy. Oh gosh, boy. Yeah, man. You really like to do the, yeah, man. So, Kingdom Night was last night. It was absolutely fantastic. We'll give you a little taste of that when we return. Stay tuned.
At the castle, we just love moms.
I love you, Mommy.
And this Mother's Day, we are cooking up a storm with lots of tasty food. So forget about cooking. Let us fix dinner with a popular family meal. And lunch is a breeze with a snack box and the fish, chicken, and veggie sandwich combos. Oh yeah, and we've got the chicken and wing buckets, plus rotisserie meals, and of course, delicious sides. And it's all cooked with our nice local seasonings. So take a break and enjoy. Happy Mother's Day from Royal Castle.
Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal, is your newest choice for steel construction and fabrication, offering full services in engineering and architectural design, structural steel fabrication and erection, pipe details, storage tank details including fabrication of steel tanks and pipes, all set to API standards. They offer a wide range of services in residential, commercial, and industrial clients, and extend services to customers here in Trinidad and Tobago and across the Caribbean. So, give them a call at 490-2771 or 399-7590. Steel Force Caribbean Limited, number 47, Lot 6, Montu Trace in Pinal. Reinventing the standard of how we handle steel.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lucia high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lucia flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lucia Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lucia Limited. Quality you can trust.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Why just manage disease when you can reverse it? At Setwaya's Holistic Health Clinic, we don't just mask symptoms, we focus on reversing illness naturally. Imagine freedom from medications and the cycle of dependence. Our approach dives deep into uncovering root causes without herbs, tonics, or medications. From diabetes and heart disease to mental health, obesity, and more, our personalized care is transforming lives. Ready to begin? Book your consultation today, either in our San Fernando office or online. Call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Your health journey starts now at Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, where transformation is within reach.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson, provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
Feeling distance in your relationship or sensing someone interfering between you and your partner? Connect with Pandit Anirudh, known for powerful and result-oriented love solutions. His effective love spells have helped many reunite with lost partners. If you face family conflict, marriage issues, negativity, or financial stress, his strong mantras bring quick relief. Know what lies ahead in your love life and future through powerful astrology readings. Many lives have changed. Now it's your turn. Contact +1 868 278 0399.
Let the rhythm inspire you at the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026. Peel.
All right, people, so we're back, and as we return, what do we have here? What is the time? All right, so we're 8 minutes past the hour, 7 o'clock now. In just a little bit, we have Industrial Relations and Business Development Consultant, Ramkumar Narayan Singh. He will be joining us. He will be starting a segment on Breaking Dawn. He had a segment before, and he used to come on a Thursday, so he'll be on every Thursday. The Thursdays that Dr. Watson is on, he'll be on for 15 minutes, but the other Thursdays that she's not on, he'll be on for 30 minutes. And in that 30 minutes, we will entertain phone calls and things of that nature. So any questions that you all have as it relates to anything in the realm of industrial relations and business, he will be able to answer. So we'll have him on just for our introduction of the segment. And just to find out, where he is now, because like I said, a few years ago he was on the program and he had a segment, and apparently the company has grown, and he's coming back with another segment on Breaking Dawn, and why not? #1 program in the country, all right, if not the region. So I gotta say good morning to Taylor. Taylor, big up yourself, boy. Taylor, met him walking out of the Kingdom Night last night. He was one of the security there. He stopped me and said, "Hey, who's your man from Synergy?" I say, "Yeah." And we had a little discussion. He's been to Trinidad, and he has somebody he communicates with from Shoguanas and so on and so forth. So he comes to Trinidad from time to time. So Taylor, good morning to you. Also, I met a lady last night. Oh God, I can't remember her name. I don't know if she gave me the name, but she said, "Hey, you went on the bamboo rafting?" I say, "Yes, I was on the bamboo rafting." She see the post, remember I post something on my Instagram now. So she saw it, and she said, I see Anel Roberts' comment. She said, boy, I just follow him, you know, tell him good morning. So Anel Roberts, there was a lady here from St. Lucia, she follows you. She said that she's been following you for a while now. She saw the comment that he put, it was a football job. Because you know he's a United man and I'm a Liverpool man, and Liverpool lose to United over the weekend. So I have Anel Roberts coming at me. Brian Bacon come at me yet, although I think he did in the group chat. Then you have the likes of Gary Griffin go come at he used to come at me because he's a Manchester United man. Duvon Stewart, I tell Duvon I hit him about 3 before I left for St. Thomas. Well, Duvon must be waiting for me to come back to Trinidad and Tobago. So don't be surprised if I don't come back, eh? Alright? Because, oh God, boy, come and take that talk from Duvon. And there are, listen, I do like to lose to Manchester United. But it is what it is. Alright? It cannot is what it isn't. It can only is what it is. Alright? So, before we get to the Kingdom Night, I want to share with you Keolik. Yeah, let me give them the information on Keolik and Chef. Alright? And Set Viola board. So, we have Keolik. And the Keolik range of products, of course, backed by science. They have over 900 scientific research and clinical trials, all made from that aged garlic extract. They have the cleanse and digestion, the blood pressure health, the cholesterol health, the total heart health, also the circulation health. A lot of people suffer with circulation problems. Keolik has something for you. They also have the green powder drink mix, which is a unique blend of superfoods that provide balanced nutritional benefits for the whole day. And they do have the probiotics, which is formulated to support healthy digestive and immune systems. So you can pick up any product in the Keolik range by visiting a pharmacy or a health store across the country. For more information, all you have to do is pick up the phone and you can WhatsApp them on 7280338. So you have any questions on any one of those products, that's what you do. All right? Nice one. Also, Chef Shiraz. Now, Chef has several courses that are starting very soon. On the 23rd of this month, he will engage with the bacon and pastry. And then on the 6th of June and the 13th of June, he has the food costing, restaurant and catering workshop, as well as the international creative cuisine. All right. And then on the 4th of July and the 13th of July, he has the certificate in culinary arts and the kids' summer cooking classes. And on the 10th of August, he has the kids' summer cooking classes again. So the 13th of July, the 10th of August. If the children want to learn to cook, which you should have them learn because it's good for your children to know their way around the kitchen. All right, the do's, the do-nots, the dangers, you know. And once they're skilled in the kitchen, you will have less things to worry about. And that's a terrific course, the kids' cooking class. So check out Chef Shiraz. You can give him a call on 372-4639 or 737-5097. Call him today and get yourself registered immediately for those courses. Also, Set Viola board. Let me just remind you that Set, he has the Holistic Health Clinic. Of course, it's very simple. Instead of managing diseases, reverse them. All right, and there is a whole list of diseases there on the screen right now that Set, is known for reversing. But remember, his program is drug-free, supplement-free, root cause healing through nutritional therapy. And you can book an appointment today by WhatsApping or calling him on 279-3935 or 761-1952. All right, rebuild your health from the inside out naturally. And don't forget, you can inquire about this book. It's a terrific read. You are not sick, you are malnourished. And you can pick it up at RIK bookstores nationwide, Nelson's in Tobago, Amazon, and of course, by calling him on one of those numbers, you can get it from him personally. All right. Kingdom Night. Yes. Kingdom Night. Kingdom Night was, I gotta say, it was energetic. It was moving. It was exciting. It was spiritual. It was everything that a gospel show should be. All right? Starting off with some of the local acts. And those acts included I'll just give you the list there. Look at the crowd. Just take a look at the crowd. This is Ada Ehi, the Nigerian artist that I was talking about. That's her on stage here. She rocked the place last night, boy. When I tell her rocked the place, she rocked the place. All right? But some of the entertainers last night, boy, my goodness. You had local acts like Arnold A.J. Jules, Dwayne Brown, the James Sisters. You had Nigella St. Clair Daniel and Stephian St. Clair, as well as Shirley-Ann Cyril Myers. Now, Shirley-Ann Cyril Myers, right, which would have been the first one, the first act when we walked in, Chris. I don't know if you got her? Right, just pull her up for me. Now, she is known to be the queen of gospel in St. Lucia. She's one of the veterans in that genre in St. Lucia. And she recently received a Caribbean Music Award, right, in September of last year. An award that she holds very near and dear to her, all right? And, you know, winning that award in that genre is a huge thing. That's her on the screen right now, all right? Shirley-Ann, she gave a fabulous performance last night too, boy. Was just moving, all right? Now, she has performed, I wanted to talk to her because she has performed in Trinidad and Tobago, all right? But she's also performed on the same stage with the likes of CeCe Winans, all right? And gospel artists like that. So she is out there, all right? So Shirley-Ann, terrific performance last night. Love you. Love the performance, all right? And keep up the good work, man. But the headliners was Ada Ehi, and Ada gave, like I said, energy. She brought the energy. Ty Tribbett, which is an American gospel artist, he was the headliner. And you have the footage of Ty? Ty. Right, just give me the, yeah. So you have Ty Tribbett as well, who was there, and he was the headline act. He has won several Grammys in the genre of gospel, and he gave a energy performance as well, boy. I thought it was a soca concert, you know. Is that a time that I thought like we was in a fete, you know. The people were, listen, high energy. You had all kind of different age categories there, from the young people, the mature people. There was places closer to the stage where you could be on your feet and you could be jumping and bouncing like what you see now. And there was also other places where more mature people and elderly people could have had a seat. There was a little place going up the hill where, yeah, that's Ty there on the screen, Ty Tribbett. And then there was a little incline at the venue where people, you know, they put a blanket down and they sat there and they took in the entertainment. It was just a terrific, terrific time. And we had the opportunity to speak with the CEO of St. Lucia Tourism Authority, Mr. Louis Lewis. And we had a chat with him last night, and we're going to take it to that right now. We had a chat with him outside the hospitality lounge. And let's take you to that. Take this in. Lots of information. Terrific vibes. Last night at Kingdom Night. And we're going to come back and talk about more after this. Go ahead.
What can't you do, Jesus? Let's go! Somebody said, name above every other.
Yes, people, it is Kingdom Night here in St. Lucia, and of course we're covering the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival, and we are here with the CEO of the St. Lucia Tourism Authority, Mr. Louis Lewis. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, sir.
So how are you enjoying Kingdom Night so far?
Well, it's touching the boxes that we want. The crowd is building up quite well, and it's hitting one of the demographics that we've actually went out for. We always want to ensure that we have something for everybody, and the people who are looking for the religious components of the arts and the festival are actually getting what they're looking for. More than that, we have been very careful over the years, and I think it really came to fruition this year, that we align the artists with the markets in which we are prominent. So for instance, we have the headliner coming out of the US, but we also have designs on going into Africa.
Yes.
And therefore we are bringing in African artists to perform here as part of a bigger strategy where we are doing exchanges with the creatives, particularly from Nigeria. We have actually an MOU. So it's like building that visibility across both markets, so that when we start to do some active marketing, there will be some level of familiarity. So something I always tell a lot of people is that the Jazz and Arts Festival, it's more than just an event. It's a marketing tool for us, and we structure the artists and the events around that marketing direction that we take for the country for the rest of the year. So, it always aligns with the direction in which we go in, and that's how the lineup was built, especially for this night.
Well, I see last night, well, before I get to last night at Pure Jazz, first off, how long has this Kingdom Night been part of the festival?
Well, it's been going for about 7 years now.
Okay.
So it's relatively new because the festival has gone for 34 years.
Right.
So, but as we saw the need and the necessity to be a little more all-inclusive. And there are people who are looking for those artists in the festival, and people are traveling for it. And it's really satisfying that demand.
Nice.
So it has hit that box.
Well, I saw last night at the Pure Jazz, you all had Esperanza Spalding.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if you was there last night?
Yes, I was there, yeah.
Well, I would expect that,
I have
right?
to be everywhere. Yeah.
But I tell you, man, and I keep saying it I said it on my morning show, that woman could sing, boy. When she came on, I mean, it seemed that you all were very, very meticulous in terms of the selection of she's a 5-time Grammy winner. I mean, this is the caliber of entertainers that you get in when you come to St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival.
Yes, and that is part of the signature of the event. As a matter of fact, the jazz component is the one that anchors the festival. That gives it the legitimacy of a jazz and arts festival. And we chose Esperanza Spalding especially because she's in the hardcore genre. Well, last night was themed as the Ladies' Night. But then she is in the realm of the hardcore jazz performance, and she's really, it's music and poetry and music, bringing that blend together. Just before her, we had a Trinidadian band. Yes. And that was no accident. That was deliberate because Trinidad is our second largest market regionally.
Right.
And people like to travel to see their artists perform in different festivals. So it was not by accident that we had on the lineup. And I think it was an excellent representation of not just Trinidad music as the largest market, but also the jazzing of soca, and she went further and did some jazzing of Latin music as well. So it was really versatile to see this thing, on show inside her hair. So it's a lot of work it takes to get the lineup. We start from like as early as August, and we go week after week, to try to get what is something that is attractive in totality.
Nice. In terms of, like you mentioned Trinidad, I know that you did some work in Tobago as well. Yes. In terms of their tourism sector. Yeah. What are some of the things that you worked on in Tobago?
Well, Tobago was a very interesting experience for me. It's a product that has a lot of potential, and we tried our best, and I had a very good team across there to take it from something that was relatively challenging to give it a high level of visibility. One of my highlights in my whole career was to develop a branding that was recognized globally as the second best in 2020. By the World Travel Market Awards, and it was really designed to bring attention onto the destination. It is still a very strong brand, And I think there's a lot of potential for it to, to develop. Yeah.
So you all have, coming back to the Jazz Festival now, the Jazz and Arts Festival, you all have a studded weekend coming up. I mean, the stars come out. When the entertainment is top of the line from the word go. But when you get to Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you have a series of big hitters coming out, right? Knockout punches. Those bookings, those entertainers coming to St. Lucia to perform at this festival, how big is that in terms of the impact it has on tourists coming to the island?
Well, it is very strong for us, and unfortunately for us, marketing has evolved into a relationship. It used to be marketing from the perspective of just showcasing what is available. Right now, it's a relationship, and what people identify is that when we get these strong, like you say, the heavy hitters in the music industry to perform in St. Lucia, it shows that St. Lucia has that sort of caliber, and it gives us visibility. So, for instance, a lot of the artists who perform, they have thousands, hundreds of thousands, some of them millions of followers. And when their followers recognize that they have St. Lucia on their itinerary, it gives us, it shines a spotlight on us. And then we marry that with the media like yourself who covers it in various markets. And we have media who are doing the pairing. So we have the music as the anchor, the pairing of the media covering various aspects of the tourism product in St. Lucia during the festival.
Right.
So it brings the three together. The attractiveness of the big hitters, the strength of the product, and the entertainment that comes with it. And what we have discovered from our research is that the Jazz and Arts Festival has become part of the brand recognition of St. Lucia, so that people would have heard about St. Lucia through the Jazz Festival and would have visited in August, in November, at different times of the year, because people who would have come had such a wonderful experience. And sometimes being part of the music entertainment and not having the opportunity to fully immerse in the rest of the product, they come back for it at another time. So it has been very strong for us and very rewarding in terms of how it has served as a marketing tool.
Yeah, we met a lady from Taiwan who is here on her second year. She was here last year, she enjoyed it so much, she come back again. So the repeat visitors is very important in terms of tourism. And outside of the festival, like we had the opportunity today to go bamboo rafting. So there are other activities on the island, the drive-in volcano, the mud baths, things like that, which I understand tourism has lined up for its experience and to promote. But you all have so many things going on here on this beautiful island. It's ripe for tourism. It seems like, I've been to a few islands, but this one seems like top tier in terms of, visiting, coming, experiencing, especially. I realize the honeymooners like to come here, boy.
Yeah, and and we won the world's leading honeymoon destination 17 times.
Yeah.
So it's really playing to the strengths.
Right.
And for us, we are not just showcasing what we have, but the government has taken a policy decision and they have established a community tourism agency. And what we are doing is that we are bringing out some of those communities, bringing it into the limelight. Right. And that agency has been able to cause economic activity to happen in places that are so far removed from the normal flow. So the issue of being able to earn a living in a place where you reside is a serious issue. And it reduces the levels of congestion, the migration, and all of those things from place to place. And it really shares and spreads the economic benefits of tourism. So the agency has developed a number of sites and attractions and working with nationals, not just to showcase what they have in their communities, but also to allow them to move from spectators of development to participants. And that is something that is very important because tourism has developed in a lot of the islands in the region, but it has been nearly by accident. In our case, we are making sure that we apply science and strategy to it to make it more meaningful to the residents of St. Lucia.
Well, I tell you what I always say, data drives policy, and that's what works here in St. Lucia. So, we want to thank Mr. Lewis for joining us and giving us some time on our beautiful night here. Kingdom Night, we give him praise, and people have come out to give praise. You could see that this is something that is very prominent on the island, that spiritual vibes, that religious factor. And anytime you have the opportunity to come out and praise God, you take it, right? So it is the St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. We continue to follow it, and more events to come leading up all the way to Sunday. with some of the big hitters coming out as we mentioned before. So we're going to keep you well informed and in tune with everything happening in St. Lucia. And hey, like we say, we're waiting on you, Richard. Oh, we back? Nice, man. I was watching delayed. On Bricket. Sorry. I was watching a delayed there. All right. So, and I didn't even get, what your screen? Your screen conk out on me, buddy. All right. So I tell you what, that was Mr. Louis Lewis, the CEO there of St. Lucia Tourism Authority. Now, there was another interview that we didn't run yesterday, but I thought it was a very interesting one. There was a lovely lady by the name of Nicole from Taiwan. She flew in from Taiwan for this festival. This is her second year here. She came last year. She's here this year. She enjoys it. And we spoke to her at the Pure Jazz event on Tuesday. Take me to Nicole now. All right, that's Nicole there, but we're going to bring it back from the top. Do not forget we have Mr. Ramkumar Narayan Singh coming up in just a little bit. And when he joins us, we're going to get into everything well, we're not going to get into any specific topic. We're just going to kind of give you a little preview of what the segment is going to be about. That segment will start next week, Thursday. All right, so we'll get a little insight as to what he's going to be talking about, things like that. All right, you ready? Huh? All right. So as Chris pulls it back, he will come again, man. Pull it up. Yeah. But the festival has been great. The island has been great thus far. The people have been great. The food has been great. I don't know if I put on a few pounds or if I drop a few, but we'll see. When I step on the scale, every room of a scale, well, my room of a scale, yesterday I was 218.2. So if I gone to 218.2 plus, well, something wrong. There is salad today, level salad. All right, enough cucumber and watermelon. So, taking the interview with Nicole. Nicole, and Nicole is from Taiwan?
Yes, I am from Taiwan.
Okay, you. This is your first time, second time, third time to St. Lucia?
This is the second time that I come to the Pure Jazz event. So impressive, and then yes, I enjoy very much. That's why.
So what? Okay, so you're into the jazz. What is it about this event? Is it just the music, or is it the people, the island? What makes this event special for you to come?
I think the music is really impressive because here in St. Lucia, they gather different artists from different genre first.
Right.
Tonight we're here for the Pure Jazz, and then all the artists are wonderful.
Beautiful.
And then I knew that this will be a great program, so that's why I came.
Well, it is ladies' night.
Obviously, but then it's not only because of I think they had wonderful pick of the selection. The invitation of these artists are really, really brilliant choices.
And I see that you enjoyed Chantal Estelle's performance.
Yes.
Let me ask you something. What do you think about the steel pan?
Wonderful. I have to admit, this is not the first time, obviously, to listen to Steel Pan Panorama. I've listened to so many. But then her work, and then blending Steel Pan into jazz in this way, that I've never heard of. So this is really impressive. And Miss Joseph, I think her name is...
Yeah, I think it's Natalie Joseph or Natasha Joseph,
Yes, she is amazing.
Yeah, she real bad.
Yes. Amazing.
Which feature real good.
Yes.
You mentioned Panorama, so you've been to Trinidad?
No.
No, you haven't been to Trinidad yet?
No. Well, in transit. I hope that I have one day an opportunity to really visit Trinidad.
Beautiful. We want you to come and take in all the pan, all the steel pan, the panorama. You can't know about it and never really experience it, you know.
I know, and then I know that in Trinidad, you are probably having the only surviving masters to make steel pans, right?
That's right.
Although steel pan is popular in many of the countries in the region, but then not many people anymore produce the steel.
Well, birthplace Trinidad, but the jazz festival. Let me ask you something now. In terms of, well, you spoke about all of the artists that they have here tonight, right? And there are other events, of course, on the calendar, which you will be attending?
Yes, I will be attending tomorrow's Kingdoms Night,
Right.
which is very popular, so I won't miss it.
Nice.
And then, of course, the other events I'd like to go, but then, it's like I have to work still.
But who in particular? Who's the person or the entertainer or the group that you're really excited about?
Of course, there are, like, for example, Sunday night, like Billy Ocean. He will be like, childhood memory.
Right.
So of course, I won't miss that.
All right,
yes,
brilliant.
but then I look forward to all artists. I think
nice.
St. Lucian Tourism Board and the selection committee made wonderful choices.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So people, it is Nicole from Taiwan. She's here, second year St. Lucia Jazz Festival. We here for the first time, but she here for the second time, and hopefully we will do what she has done and be here 2 years in a row next year. So, St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026 is on. All right, people, so we managed to find Malachi here, Malachi Joseph. And Malachi, where you from?
Granville.
Oh, you're from, all right, that's in St. Lucia on the island, right?
Yeah.
What part of the island, north, south?
No.
All right, cool, man. So, you're a fan of jazz?
I'd say so, yeah.
All right, how long now?
Since last year, someone took me and loved pure jazz.
Serious?
Yeah.
What is it about this festival that really caught you?
It's the variety of artists, you know, especially for someone like myself who wasn't quite aware of the diversity of jazz. Last year was like an eye opener, and ever since then it's just new artists. Love the experiences, love to hear the different styles. It's amazing.
Nice, man. Well, I see you here with some partners, so everybody dress up sharp. You're enjoying the performances so far. What did you think of Chantal Estelle?
Excellent voice. She was amazing.
Yeah.
The whole group,
whole set.
excellent.
All right, nice, man. Now there are some other events on the calendar. Tomorrow is the gospel night, then you have another pure jazz, then you have the weekend and all of the entertainment coming. Who you're really excited to see perform for this festival this year?
Now, every artist has something special.
Right.
I'd love to see them, but it would be a very lovely experience to see Thames on stage. Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
All right, nice,
Yeah.
man. So he's excited about Thames, and Thames is performing which night?
I believe that's
Saturday?
Saturday or Sunday.
Oh, yeah. It's one out of those, it's on the weekend, either Saturday or Sunday. So it's Saturday? Nice, man. So Saturday. So Malachi will go back and enjoy the show. And good to see that, you know what I mean? The mature people out, the young people out, everybody out, and they're just taking in the entire festival. And, we hope next year is going to be a third year for you.
Yeah, yes. Hopefully,
Nice, man.
yeah.
All right, people. St. Lucia Jazz. They're bringing out everybody. Why are you not here yet? Right, man. So that's Nicole and Malachi there. And, you know, I mean, a little, you know, mature, young, you know, different age groups. But, you know, entertained and, you know, just loving the whole jazz and arts festival vibe. And I tell you, St. Lucia is a vibe. It's a vibe, I'm telling you. So, you know, I would tell anybody, book your ticket, come to St. Lucia, experience the island by day, and get on into the jazz festival in the night. So you have daily activities, you have night entertainment, you have everything going on. So tonight, we are headed to Pure Jazz. So Pure Jazz will take place at the same venue, I think it's Rodney Bay. I think that's the name of the place. Where we were on Tuesday. It's the same venue for the Pure Jazz, right? Tonight, on the cast here, just before we get to our Zoom with Mr. Narayan Singh. Right. So tonight, Thursday, you have Branford Marsalis, the Branford Marsalis Quartet. You also have Jesse Billy and Echoes, Fusion of Arts. They're all going to perform. Now, the Pure Jazz is really the pure, and I think Mr. Lewis said it there, that is the real, pure jazz night, as the name implies, right? That's where you get the real jazz. And, of course, as we move forward to Friday, Friday is another big night. You have Skip Marley, you have the Original Wheelers featuring Al Anderson, you have Kes the Band, Dexter Daps, and, of course, St. Lucia Melange will be performing on Friday. And that is going to go late, because I think Friday is the street party. There is a street party, and then it goes beyond the midnight hour. Most of the events in the week will end at around midnight, but when you get to the weekend, you go beyond that hour in terms of the party starting. And then, as Malachi said, he's looking forward to Thames. And Thames will be performing on Saturday alongside LMA. All right, you know LMA, the boot up lady, you know what I mean? Big tune. So LMA also on the cast is Princess Lover, Lucia, X-Man, I hope I get this right, Les Anglons de Guadeloupe, October 4, Christopher Neal, Werner, Semi, Francis, and T.C. Brown. So they are on the cast for Saturday, and then Sunday, the curtain comes down on Jazz and Arts Festival 2026 here in St. Lucia with Brandy and Monica headlining. Billy Ocean will also perform, as you heard Nicole said, she's looking forward to Billy Ocean, going to bring back some childhood memories. And Beverly Knight, Mervyn Wilkinson and Friends, and Kyle Ernest. They are all scheduled to perform on Sunday. That's where the curtain comes down. Now, that's where the curtain comes down for St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival 2026. But that is not where the curtain comes down for Breaking Dawn. We are here until Tuesday next week. All right, and we fly out Tuesday evening. So we're looking forward to those 2 extra days that we have on the island. We're also looking forward from tomorrow. We're going to be introduced, I think it's the mud bath. We have a mud bath to go and get, and we have the soufre, the volcano. We have that run to make as well. So it's going to be a busy weekend for us. Today, they give us the opportunity to rest. All right, I see Chris, and Chris want to take that. He want to take up that offer bad. All right, of course, after breakfast. But we're going to take a break. We are 17 minutes away from the hour of 8 o'clock. We take the break. When we come back from the break, we still have 2 things to get to. We have Mr. Narayan Singh. He's going to join us and give us a little preview with the segment that's coming up, and we'll start next week. And then we have bamboo rafting. Look out for that. We're sharing all of that with you guys this morning, so look out for the bamboo rafting experience. It was really, really, really phenomenal. Especially with our tour guide, whose name, coincidentally, he carries the same name as myself. So, Stefan, morning to you. All right, we'll be back after this with Mr. Narayan Singh. Stay tuned.
I'm every woman, evolving, unstoppable even when I need to recharge. That's why I choose iron that's gentle, fights fatigue, and keeps me strong.
Fine lines, subtle shifts. I support my skin from within to reduce wrinkles.
Hard work takes strength, so I fuel up to stay ready.
Now I'm growing someone new. What I take, she takes too. So I choose what supports her brain from the start.
Wellness looks different for all of us, and I'm not alone. Jameson, trusted by women through every stage and every change.
Ostomy care is a unique and intimate condition that can seem challenging for individuals afflicted by it. At Better Life Ostomy Care, they understand and offer a wide range of products and services that will allow ostomates to lead a better life. From colostomy and urostomy pouches, paste and powders, antibacterial wipes, Brava strips, deodorants, gloves, gauze, bed liners, and much, much more. They also have RN care available for ostomy home care with affordable starter packages. No need to look for nurse or supply. Everything is just a phone call away. Better Life Ostomy Care is located at number 4 Mosque Street, Caroni. You can call them at 308-6709 or 472-5878 or visit their website at www.betterlifeostomycareTT.com to find out more about their offerings. You can also write to them at betterlifeostomycarettt@gmail.com or find them on Facebook. Better Life Ostomy Care, servicing ostomates with a better quality of life.
Master Ganesh Bhargav offers powerful guidance for all kinds of life problems, doubts, confusion, protection needs, and clarity. His astrology practice comes from a powerful ancestral tribal lineage with over 500 years of astrological and spiritual practice. Bhargavji does not dominate or pressure clients. Instead, he focuses on fixing problems with care and balance. His reunion love spells and death reversal spells are designed to restore harmony and provide lifetime protection. This is not individual effort alone, but collective spiritual power working for you. Many clients notice strong positive changes within a few sessions. Call +1 868 347 2350.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
You will not deny that this is the maddest place on earth, and we go shout from the top of the mountain. This is the greatest place, our great escape, my favorite space, the maddest place on earth. Would you believe me when I tell you? Better you come and take a sample. A little bit is still a lot to handle, but you can find no other example. We really have a different kind of style. The elders teach it to me as a child, and this is how we know that we are alive. Fancy people never need to go to start a vibe. It's fancy time, June and July. You need to fly right up to the maddest place on earth. Can't tell no lie.
Astrologer Mohit Ji is known for providing insightful astrology guidance for complex life situations, dealing with love confusion, delayed marriage, partner distancing, or serious relationship breakdowns. His approach focuses on understanding the root cause and guiding you toward the right path. If financial instability or business setbacks are affecting you, his spiritual remedies may support positive change. With psychic reading, horoscope analysis, and palm insights, he offers practical clarity. His services also include protection from negative energies and removal of bad luck. Call at +1 868 334 2796.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supplier of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsayn, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson, provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Shoguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
All right, so we are back on Breaking Dawn, and we're 10 minutes away from the hour of 8 o'clock. So for the next 10, we're going to be joined by Mr. Ram Kumar Narayan Singh, no stranger to the program. He's been here before. He's an industrial relations and business development consultant, and we have him via Zoom, so we're going to touch base with him now. All right. So, Mr. Narayan Singh, what's going on, man?
Stefan, good morning. Good morning to the viewers. Thank you for having me back.
No problem, man. Always a pleasure. I wanted to know if you're migrated. I say like
No,
you
man,
bust out and leave the country and all kind of thing.
Not at all, man. Trinidad and Tobago is the best country in the world. We all know that.
Well, boy, if people didn't know that yet, let them come outside and go find out.
Boy, we have so much freedom in here. We just do have because we have a lot of challenges. I understand the socio-economic challenges. We do appreciate. We don't have the time really, or maybe we don't have the focus to appreciate the freedoms we have. But we have a lot of freedoms in this country.
All right.
You know?
Well, we're going to be starting a segment with you again from next week, I believe.
Yes.
As early as next week? All right. Now, it's going to be rotated because 1 week is going to be 30 minutes. Next week is going to be 15. We will accommodate for phone calls and so on and so forth. Now, on the industrial relations aspect of things, we'll get to that. But let's start with the company that you represent, your company that you represent. And, when you were on the program some years ago, how has the company grown since then?
Well, Stefan, back then, 4 years ago, we were focused explicitly on human resource and industrial relations consultancy and management. And what we've come to realize is that, the world is changing very quickly, and companies are leaning in the direction of utilizing technology for enhancing their operations. So in line with that, we got into business development. I now have an entire team of experts and professionals who work alongside myself as the consultant. And we've been focused on a holistic approach for improving workplace environments, building culture, creating a symbiotic relationship with the focus of the owners when it comes to profit and the focus of the employees when it comes to quality standard of earning and benefits. And we've been very successful, I would say, with the companies that we work with. Some of those companies will continue to be a work in progress. Some of those companies have really achieved almost 80% productivity when it comes to their operations. So we feel very proud of that accolade and very grateful to work with the companies that we work with. So we're looking now to really push this standard, what I consider to be a template, Stefan, that can be utilized by other institutions across the country. Yeah.
Now, in terms of I know industrial relations is a huge issue. We see all of the bacchanal that is playing out from time to time. We saw an election take place where one union or several, a couple unions, did throw their support behind one political party. We know that in the past, unions and union leaders and politicians go hand in hand in terms of agendas and ideology. That's basically what it's about, agendas and ideology. So tell us about the current the current temperature, the current climate in that as it relates to industrial relations.
Well, Stefan, first I would say that support is a strong word. Here's what I think. In my professional opinion, what has happened is that the trade union fraternity was left with no choice but to seek alternative means of getting their agenda pushed forward. And when you look at what has happened, and Stefan, I will always go back to my experience in the history of industrial relations, right? And when you look at 10 years of a previous government having the opportunity to make adjustments to legislation to create a balance of benefit and support for business and the working class, it goes without saying that whether they choose not to or they fail to, it becomes irrelevant. The point that is, it did not happen. And you see, within 1 year, the current government made a lot of changes. Now, here's my concern, Stefan, with that, and we're going to explore that in the coming weeks. My concern is that sometimes there's so much enthusiasm to make changes, right, that the proper analysis of how those changes are going to impact on the stakeholders is not done, in my opinion. And when you look at it as an example, the changes that are currently being pushed through when it comes to the Retrenchment and Severance Benefits Act, you immediately, on the surface, you could say, listen, this is fantastic. It's now for the workers' interests. But the problem, Stefan, is that there's going to be a knock-on effect, because with the cost that is now associated with that process and the liabilities that are going to come on companies, companies are now going to look at really pushing a standard of efficiency. And by virtue of that, you're going to find workforces are going to dwindle. So instead of people hiring more persons, they're going to look for technological solutions. So you see, at the end of the day, all of these things, sometimes it is important for the leaders that are selected by virtue of popularity, and that is both trade unions and politicians. Make no mistake about it. These people are selected by virtue of popularity. The first past the post, right? But business leaders are not selected by that. They are selected by those who show most competency for success. The real interesting thing, right, Stefan? So, in my opinion, sometimes you kind of throw the baby with the bathwater out when the leaders take too long to make decisions, and then in the end, other leaders come in and try to do it too quickly.
All right.
So
Yeah,
it's
because we know that certain things have been offered, certain things are in the pipeline, that even the minister himself, in terms of that 10% increase, we see cash options and non-cash options being offered. So
Right.
we see that they're trying to break it down in two different forms,
Yes.
because we know that the money is not there, or at least they don't have access to that type of money to offer full cash settlements. So they're offering it in all different types of ways, and of course, you reach a point where some of those non-cash options, maybe some people may not understand how that works, how it can benefit them in the long term, or if it's a short-term benefit, or whatever the case might be. You have the education of all of that has to take place. Just the different dynamics that are involved in a lot of these negotiations. We see the new board being implemented here. A new board has been appointed, the RRCB board.
Correct.
Yeah, so what would be the role and function of that board, in terms of...
Well, Stefan, with the leadership that I see they appointed and the level of competencies in industrial relations that has been placed in that board, and that is not casting any aspersions on the previous incarnations of that board. I just think that is stronger by virtue of what I see on the lineup. What I suspect is going to happen is that there's going to be more efficiency in the processing of applications for recognition. And I'll add quickly, because I know we have just a few more seconds. If you notice the current impasse that's happening with the Nurses Association and the NCRHA, that is an issue that's grounded significantly in the issue of lack of effective recognition, or the ability to efficiently or the lack of certification for recognition. And what's happening is that the fight is out in the street instead of where it should be, in an environment where meaningful and fruitful negotiations are taking place. Right. So hopefully with that board being put into place, you're going to have a more efficient process, so that the unions, industrial relations peace can be actually created in order for workers' agendas to be effectively discussed with the stakeholders of companies and government institutions. So that is what I think we could look forward to with that. Ultimately, in summary, I'll tell you, Stefan, industrial relations will continue to be a very broad topic, and it's going to continue to be an evolving topic as the country develops. And I imagine that it's going to be very, very interesting over the next 4 years.
All right. Now, you're also, just before we run out of time here, just very quickly, you're also a business consultant as well. a
Yes.
business development consultant. And will we be touching on the development, business development and artificial intelligence and the role that plays in terms of developing the business?
Absolutely, Stefan. We're going to be talking
Right.
about some basic standard strategies that businesses should be utilizing and some thought processes that they should be considering for the next phase of, the development that is to come.
Because the dynamic is changing rapidly.
Rapidly, Stefan.
Yeah,
Rapidly.
it's every day something new coming out, some improvement or upgrade to the AI technology, and if you're not on top of it, you're gonna get left down in the
behind.
back of the class. So that's important to be to have knowledge on and to be up to
Of
date
course.
with. Yeah,
Of
the
course.
dynamic realm changed since last time, brother man.
Watch that. That 4 years passed. In that 4 years, Stefan, listen, it's not easy. I am telling you, it's amazing. It really is
man.
amazing. Right?
So we start next week Thursday. Any
Yeah.
particular issue you're gonna roll out and start with?
Well, I think we're going to start with the Retrenchment and Severance Benefits Act as a conversation, because I want to go a little bit into what the pros and cons are. And I'm also going to look at, what are some of the outcomes that people should be anticipating, both employers and employees, as we progress with that. Yeah? So that would be my plan.
All right.
All right,
we
well,
will
thank
be
you for having me.
No problem at all. And we will chat. We will chat when I get back to Trinidad. I'm coming back in on Tuesday next week. So on Wednesday, we will have a conversation to open with that first segment this Thursday. All right?
Not a problem. All right. All
No
the best.
problem, man.
Good morning.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
All right. That's Mr. Narayan Singh there. And he's going to be joining us. And I'm telling you, in the first stint that he had on the program, we had a lot of interest in those topics on it, because it had a lot of industrial relation affairs that was taking place. I think the 4% that was offered was around that time too. All of that was coming up. If the union should have accepted that 4%, so on and so forth. All of that was was parts of the discussion the last time he was on, and I can't believe it's 4 years past already. You know what I mean? But he's back, and we will engage next week Thursday. And of course, it will be a call-in segment as well. So we open the door for you guys to call in and ask certain questions, get certain information. Of course, he will be willing to answer on anything relating to the subject matter. So we take the final break, and when we return from that break, we went bamboo rafting on the Roseau River. Stay tuned for that. That's coming up next.
At the castle, we just love moms.
I love you, Mommy.
And this Mother's Day, we are cooking up a storm with lots of tasty food. So forget about cooking. Let us fix dinner with a popular family meal. And lunch is a breeze with a snack box and the fish, chicken, and veggie sandwich combos. Oh yeah, and we've got the chicken and wing buckets, plus rotisserie meals, and of course, delicious sides. And it's all cooked with our nice local seasonings. So take a break and enjoy. Happy Mother's Day from Royal Castle.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE. That is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
Welcome to Antigua Mars. Them people have no behavior, they have no behavior. Welcome to Antigua Mars. Clear out how you know it's danger, how you know it's danger. When it comes to Mars, it's my deadly.
Feeling distance in your relationship or sensing someone interfering between you and your partner? Connect with Pandit Anirudh, known for powerful and result-oriented love solutions. His effective love spells have helped many reunite with lost partners. If you face family conflict, marriage issues, negativity, or financial stress, his strong mantras bring quick relief. Know what lies ahead in your love life and future through powerful astrology readings. Many lives have changed. Now it's your turn. Contact +1 868 278 0399.
Eden Heights Clinic is one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. They offer a dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including prolozone therapy, live blood analysis, halotherapy, limb backing, nutritional programs, colon hydrotherapy, weight loss programs, oxygen baths, and more. Their professional doctors, Drs. Carlos Navarro, Bronwyn Navarro, and Brian Thompson provide consultation services in areas of diabetes detox programs, arthritis, sports injuries, heart disease, high blood pressure, persons suffering with knee, shoulder, and back pain. At Eden Heights Clinic, they understand that your health is your wealth. Get in touch with them to determine which service is the right choice for you. Visit them at any one of their 3 locations at 13 Montague Avenue, Twin City, at 41 Ramsaran Street, Chaguanas, or give them a call at 640-8985 or 613-7571, or send them a WhatsApp to 493-9196. Eden Heights Clinic is your right choice.
Greetings to you all in the wonderful name of our Lord and Savior, the sweet rose of Sharon and the Prince of Peace, Christ Jesus. I am Ezekiel Johnson Fort, and I am pleasured to inform you of the newest branch of the Christian Union Church, Trinidad and Grenada District, San Juan Revival Ministries. If you are desiring prayer, healing, or that closer connection to the Heavenly Father, then the place to be is at San Juan Revival Ministries. And allow me to ask you one question. Are you living a life without Jesus Christ? Do you desire freedom from spiritual bondage? Then the only solution to your problem is Him. In the book of Matthew chapter 11 and verses 28, it says, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." And this is mostly speaking to those of you who are Christians and you might not have a place to fellowship. Come. Fellowship with us at the Christian Union Church, San Juan Revival Ministries. Come, be edified and equipped by the Word of God, preached by the man of God, Senior Reverend Bishop Dave Donation. You will be empowered by the move of the Holy Spirit of the living God. Come and be comforted. If you desire to be an environment that shows compassion and care for your spiritual needs, growth, and development, then fellowship with us at number 1 Bagatelle Corner, Saddle Road, every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. I look forward to seeing you there, and God bless you all, and may the peace of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, be with you now and always. God bless you all.
All right, people, so we're back. It's another beautiful day in St. Lucia. Oh, my goodness. Eh? And a nice and overcast, boy. No hot sun. So I'll tell you what. We got a couple birthdays to get to. After the birthdays, we're going to leave you this morning with the bamboo rafting experience. We had a terrific tour guide. He had a lot of information that he gave us. And interesting to note. And it's true, you know, because we experienced it. It's only when he said it we really realized that it was true. That rain doesn't fall here for long periods. Maybe like 2 minutes of rain and that's it. It either comes very hard in that 2 minutes or it drizzles and then it just stops. So you don't really get no rain here. Cricket should play a regular, man. So I'll tell you what, happy birthday going out to Ravel Banwari. Wishing him a happy birthday and many, many more to come from his brother Randy, sisters Ria, Sushmita, Isabella, sister-in-law Risha, nephew Josh, aunt Geraldine, and father Chris Banwari. Have a blessed and successful day. Big up yourself, my brother. Easy, Ravel. And finally, happy birthday to our great-grand David, who turns 3 from Canada. Wishing you all the best coming from Mother Aliyah, Father Gabriel, Sister Arya, great-grandparents Amadat and Lazina Bahadur Singh, and his uncle Amani and grandmother Priscilla, who lives in New York. Wishing you all the best from the entire Bahadur Singh family. So big up yourself, man. Bow tie and thing, man. Looking sharp. David. All right. So people, as we leave you today, we had the opportunity to take a bamboo raft down the Roseau River, all the way to where the river meets the sea and even beyond. And our tour guide really took us on a terrific journey. It was a very relaxing ride, I must say. Very calm waters. We learned a lot. We understand now. The view, everything that we saw was just, listen, immaculate. All right? St. Lucia is definitely built differently. All right? The landscape, everything is just, it's just totally different, boy. You know what I mean? And we want to share this with you. So this is bamboo rafting, breaking down style. Big up the tour guide, Stefan, and the tourism authority that made it possible. We have a lot of other things on the agenda to experience during our stay here in St. Lucia. But this is definitely something I would recommend. If you come to St. Lucia, go bamboo rafting. We out for today. Until tomorrow. Roseau in St. Lucia. So Roseau look like it's more the countryside, but we're here for bamboo rafting, so we're going to experience the bamboo rafting in St. Lucia, which is a very popular thing when visiting the island. So, you know, your boy can't swim, so I'm putting some life jackets on me because I take a little peep at some of the videos now. It looked relaxing. I see that you could sit down and you could kind of cross your leg and relax and go down the river. But I feel a little 2-3 drops, it's looking a little overcast. And if rain start to fall, and I had to take out it, and the river start to go so, well, your boy could be in some trouble. But I'm sure they'll have a life jacket. So right now we're waiting on the tour guide. And as soon as he's ready, we're ready to go. And we will give you the bamboo rafting experience here in St. Lucia. So when you come here, it's not only about Jazz and Arts Festival, it's about everything that St. Lucia has to offer, including bamboo rafting. And we're going to be hitting some other activities during our stay here. So look out for more. All right? The raft is ready. The tour guide is ready. So the GTV boy, we're going bamboo rafting. We are the Roseau River. Right. So just down the steps, right? And take a seat. You would have sent me in places I just get in trouble. I go sit down in front. Afraid you. You see you? So wait now, hold on. When I step here now. Alright, good. You often go sail off and up. Alright, man, it's steady, man. The river, we have been told by the tour guide, is basically around 5, maybe 5.5 feet. But it could reach up to what, 10 to 12? 10 to 12 feet.
Besides the river there, you're going to see a tree that looks like sugar cane, but it's not sugar cane. So this is a type of cane. Now this is what this area is named after. So the name of this plant is called rosewood.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So the plant here, so this growing all along the river?
All along the river.
So, all right, so that's why they call it rosewood.
So that help indicate to you that there's a river stream nearby.
All right, nice one.
Now, this river is so unique to the area, being the second longest river in St. Lucia, the widest and the deepest. They named this place after the plant.
All right, brilliant, man. So this is second longest river?
Second longest river. So that river runs 9 miles in total.
Okay.
Yeah. The longest one runs 11 miles in total.
11 miles?
Yeah.
All right. Now I see the movie Anaconda. There's somewhere wrong the bend there. When you bend the corner there, the anaconda. I'm talking about the first anaconda, not the second or the third or the fourth. You all are the only tour guides that do the bamboo rafting?
That's the only river you can do bamboo rafting in St. Lucia.
This one?
Only river.
All right, but you all are the only people that has handled it. All right, good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm good hands. we were the originals.
If you look there, there's like another entrance of a banana plantation.
Right.
Yeah. Now on a tree there's a cow skull.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, that's just to chase people away, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So kind of like some witchcraft kind of thing, but yeah, I don't know about if there is or if there not, you know?
I think they just put out the,
Yeah.
So people think twice now. How much years are there?
About 2 to 3 years ago.
Oh, 2 to 3 years ago?
Yeah, they just put it there. Yeah. On that banana plantation, you're gonna get 5% of it, which is bananas, the other 95% livestock. So goat, sheep, duck, poultry, cows.
Right.
Yeah, name it, you're gonna find it there. So that place, it's simply an image of how in St. Lucia it's built our houses. I would say even the Caribbean, in fact. You know? How our houses used to be built in the early 1900s.
Oh, so this was built when?
That was built 4 years ago.
4 years ago?
4 years ago.
But it's a replica of...
Yes, how things used to be built before.
Before?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. It only took him 2 years to build this entire place on its own.
Okay.
And without any power tools.
Without any power tools?
Yeah.
All right.
So the only tools that he used was a hammer, a machete, a sledgehammer, and a handsaw.
What?
His nails were recycled nails from pallets. Yeah. So on a weekend, you're gonna find lots of people here coming to party.
Party?
Yeah, man.
All right.
So they rent out the place from the owner, and then the party, they have a great time, you know? There's a little cycle towards it. The little cycle that they have is that you eat, now you start drinking, you know? You drink, you get drunk, you jump in the river, you get sober. You start again. You drink again, you get drunk, jump in the river, sober.
And you start again.
That's right.
All right. That's the cycle, people.
Now with this guy, we decided to give him a nickname for how talented he is with his hands.
Uh-huh.
So that's why you're going to get Bob the Builder on the river.
Oh, this is Bob the Builder on the river.
Bob the Builder on the river.
Yeah, old McDonald on the river and Bob the Builder on the river. All right.
Now
nice.
the saddest thing about Bob is that he lives near one of the largest rivers in St. Lucia. But he never took the opportunity to learn how to swim.
Serious?
Yeah.
All right, you like me then? Well, I don't live on a river, but I just say it, you know? I just be on the land. 5 minutes of rain, Chris. Good thing I walk with your hat. Take a little shower. But the river is calm. There's 2 rafts going on the road one time.
Yeah, man. There are times there are 17 rafts going up at once.
17?
17.
Nice, peaceful vibes, you know. You come, you go a little, you know, you get a little, you come down, you take up the little bamboo rafting experience. You're gonna come down the river. You're gonna get a nice, peaceful vibes, you know, just with nature. You'll get educated. You'll learn a few things. Yeah, man. This is something. What? A fish jump out the what? Well, I not. This is no barracuda and thing here, right? What's it in a parana? But yeah, this is a nice experience. You know what I mean?
Okay, have you seen there? Yeah, we're about to go in there.
Oh, we going inside there?
Yeah.
All right. Well. Here we go. I could hear the voiceover now. This May. Break it down. St. Lucia. Bamboo rafting. Stefan Reese. Stefan. Chris. And Vaughn. Oh, God. Nice, man. These are good vibes. These are nice vibes.
When you bend this corner here, people,
Keep the wow factor.
the wow factor is around the corner. Does it get deeper as you go in or more shallow?
Well, it stays like this.
It stays like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
on
we're
high
staying
tide,
about 9.5, 10 feet.
yeah. But on high tide, if you look onto the trees, you're gonna see like there's a dark level all around them.
Yes.
So that's the height of the water on high tide.
Okay.
So you don't see any roots. The only thing you see is just tree trunks.
Tree trunks.
Yeah.
Right.
So these rafts, they could maneuver throughout these trees there and go around.
Okay.
Whenever a branch breaks out from a tree, it normally dies, right? If you look at this one, it broke, but it didn't really detach, so it's still growing.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, whenever a termite hits the heart of a tree, it dies, right?
Yeah.
It still keeps on growing. Like this one here.
Right.
So whenever we're in crab season, you normally find lots of crabs climbing and going in there to hide.
Wow.
Especially when there's high tide. Now listen to the sound of the roots whenever I hit them. It's hollow on the inside. Yeah. So these roots, they absorb a lot of water.
Right.
And inside these roots, it's spongy, so it absorbs all the water. But yet still it goes low, so deep below the bottom of water, that keeps the tree firm in the water.
Wow.
So we're heading back up the river, and this is how they do it. Back up the river we go, passing Bob the Builder on the river here. Needless to say, bamboo rafting, great experience.